Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with ZAKdown Cards, bringing you another exciting opening as we step inside the squared circle for another edition of ZAKdown. And in this very special edition of ZAKdown, we have an AEW opening. The pretty much brand new, I think it came out in the past 2 weeks, something like that. 2022 Metal Universe, and I am so excited to bring this to you. As I've said numerous times in the past when it's come to other openings or different card show openings that I've done, or card show reviews that I've done, I love the old school Metal Universe, and the fact that Upper Deck has brought it kind of out of retirement for their different lines. You know, they have the multi-sport and all that kind of stuff that they do the Metal Universe for. Not really my favorite, mostly because, again, there's legitimately no licensing really to the cards. It's really just the players. So I don't really get that one, but I do, and I will be picking up the AEW Metal going forward. So without further ado, let's get these boxes open. And then maybe we could talk a little AEW, because it's been some time since I've done an AEW opening, and boy, has there been a lot of news and nonsense going on over there. Well, let's just take the time to get these open, then we'll take a look at the boxes, because unlike Topps and Panini nowadays, the odds should be on the box. All right, one more to go. And some interesting choices for who they decided to put on the box. I mean, again, I know this is 22, so it is, a year late or whatever, but, Jericho, Mox, obviously the smart choices because, not just casual wrestling fans would know them. Obviously, some outsiders would know who they are from their time in WWE, and even Jericho with his time in WCW, Japan, etc., etc. But then they went ahead and they chose Chris Statlander and Scorpio Sky. Interesting choices, especially for a 22 product. I know Statlander is the TBS champion as we speak, and Scorpio Sky, I guess he's doing mostly Collision stuff. But yeah, let's see what we got here. Collect the first ever AEW Jambalaya, Skybox Premium, and 97.98 Retro cards. 7 cards per pack, 5 cards per pack, so 35 cards. There's a look at the Skybox Premium, I guess, set. Premium Star Sapphire cards, including autograph versions, as we see Thunder Rosa there. 5 Blaster exclusive Blue Spectrum base set cards per box. And here's all of our odds. So it's pretty awesome to me that the retros actually aren't that hard to get. They're listed right here at 1 in 8. So right around 1 per box you can expect, and they look awesome. Then you have the hardest pull right here, 1 in 6,000. Intimidation, or not, Metal X, 1 in 6,000. And then Jambalaya is 1 in 2,160. So some definite difficult pulls that we'll have to keep our eyes out for. Jambalaya is what everybody's kind of on the hunt for when it comes to this stuff. I do believe that they still have the PMGs, the precious metal gems. Gold donations. Not that I see here, so I guess I am incorrect. Really thought they had an updated version of the precious metal gems, but regardless, let's get to opening, because this is going to be exciting, and at least I hope it is. Here's what the pack looks like. Basically just a smaller version of the blaster. All right. Oh, look at these. Look at these awesome cards. We have ourselves Hangman Adam Page kicking it off. Still wearing the, looks like the World Heavyweight title there. That is really cool. I love the look of these cards. We have Stokely Hathaway, Daniel Garcia, and what in the world? What is this? The merch? The merch, apparently. TM19. Look at the cutout of that weird card. For Penta. Alright, so I guess we'll count that as an insert. And here's one of our blue, what are they? Blasters Blue Spectrum base set cards. So just a retail parallel. But that's what the back looks like. Tony Schiavone and Jamie Hayter. These are incredible. Kind of gives you their stats and a little blurb about them. That is awesome. In my opinion, definitely better looking than the metal all sport or whatever they call that, multi-sport. However, could definitely use a little bit of QC, as you can see some dings and some whitening here. Got Mark Henry. We got the Stinger. Ooh, our blue is Matt Hardy, but once again, look at that ding corner. That's a bit disappointing. And we have Scorpio Sky. He's like different colors. Oh, I think he's our retro. Look at that. That's cool. So we get a retro, Scorpio Sky. I'm going to put that with the inserts. Ortiz, Brody King with the House of Black, and CM Punk. No better time to pop up, my friend, than to remind me that's what we need to talk about. All the nonsense that's gone on with Punk over the past, I don't know how long it's even been. But the fact that they finally fired him, to me, it was a long time coming, regardless of what you think of Punk as a performer. I think, unfortunately, he's just not easy to work with. Jade Cargill, once again, noticing the QC issues with these cards. So, something to be on the lookout for if you pick them up. But he just seems like he's incredibly difficult to work with for a lot of the guys. He was making the backstage a lot more contentious. So I think they went ahead and they made the right decision. That card looks insanely nice. Penta L0M. We get two blues in the same pack, I guess. I guess so. Penelope Ford. Referee Paul Turner and Wardlow. But I think that, Tony Khan finally got fed up with it. I know he said that he felt like threatened or that he was in danger or something like that. I don't know if that necessarily, those are the only guys that know exactly what happened. But at the end of the day, if he did, threaten his boss or whatever, then he definitely deserved to be fired. Like, there's really no way you can defend that. But here's Bryan Danielson. There's Tony Nese. We have another die cut. A Bonzo Gonzo? Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander square off against Cole and Britt Baker. That is... man, the amount of die cuts they've done. We got Jungle Boy in the blue. The guy who kind of instigated the whole CM Punk thing. This last time, anyway. Samoa Joe. Nick Jackson. And Miro. These cards are really, really awesome. The blasters retail for, I think they're 30 a piece. Can't quite remember. I did get them from Target.com. I'm sure you can get them from Upper Deck's website as well. I've ordered from there before. And kicking it off with the Blade. I think this might be the last pack of the first blaster. Something like that. The Blade. There's the Bunny. And we have Matt Jackson now. Photography is really nice on these. There's Pac, who I believe is injured. We have Kenny Omega. This is the Sapphire thing. Blaster exclusive premium star. Oh, well, I guess only if it's Sapphire. I guess this is gold, maybe. Got good old JR. And Kenny Omega's base card. That's a nice card. PP7. Premium. I don't know what the other P might stand for, but really cool stuff. Absolutely loving the set so far. It's definitely a throwback to how the metal stuff used to look. But I think hobbies of this are only in the 130 to 150 range, so also a relatively cheap hobby if you can get it. Dante Martin. We have Ray Phoenix, followed by Trent Beretta, and his partner Chuck Taylor on the blue. Nick Jackson, I think that's the retro. Yeah, buddy, come on, another retro. Those are awesome. And to go along with his insanely crazy colored gear or whatever that is, there's the champ, MJF, and Anthony Ogogo, who I actually didn't even know was still with the company. He did that really strange program with Cody, and I don't know, I haven't really seen him since, I didn't think, but maybe he's on Rampage. I don't catch Rampage that often. I like Collision a lot, and look at this, and we know we're on to another blaster, but still more kind of peeling here. QC nonsense. Upper Deck, you definitely gotta keep an eye on that. Got Dax Harwood, MJF on the blue. And again, we got two blues. It's a different Penta picture, though. Yeah, here's our other Penta. Trying to get too many fingerprints on her. That's interesting. Oh, this one, I don't know. Different numbers, 105 and 29 too, so maybe he just has two pictures in the set. All right, the Butcher. There's Billy Gunn and Serena Deeb. I don't know, truth be told, didn't do a ton of looking into the set beforehand. I kind of wanted to go into it and be surprised, because again, love Metal Universe. We have Shane Strickland, or Swerve Strickland, now that he's still using that name. Chris Statlander. There's Jericho for the first time. We have the merch for Lance Archer. Second one of those we've seen. Aubrey Edwards, Pac, and Emi Sakura. Really, really cool stuff. If you're a fan of the metal stuff, especially the older metal stuff, if you're a fan of AEW, I mean, the product really couldn't be better. You know, maybe QC-wise, again, because every single first card seems to have that little bit of peel or whatever to the top. Kip Sabian. There's Thunder Rosa. John Silver. Our next blue is Malachi Black. Followed by something crazy. Turn up the heat, Scorpio Sky. Another insert set. Crazy. William Regal and Roosh. William Regal is now firmly back in the WWE family. But, yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Punk situation. What you think of AEW in general. Do you think they're, you know, still doing a good job with things? I'd certainly love to hear your thoughts. And Red Velvet. Luchasaurus. So definitely getting some different cards, which is great. Bonzo Gonzo with Hangman Adam Page. Colton Gunn on our Sapphire. Malachi Black base. Colton Gunn base. And Chuck Taylor base. So I'm not sure how big the set is. Does it say it real quick? It does not. So, alright, well. I mean, I've seen numbers over 100, so maybe 150. I don't know if I've seen anything over that yet. So maybe a 150 set. Looks like we got another one of those merch cards. Stokely Hathaway, Daniel Garcia, Mark Henry. Ooh, the merch is Chris Jericho. And there's the Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer. Nick Jackson. And Miro. Getting down to the last few packs. We got 4 to go, including the one in my hands. And we'll render an ultimate verdict on this, but I think you guys can already tell which way I'm leaning. There's the Stinger. Every time the first card seems to have a bit of an issue. The rest seem to be okay, so once again, definitely something to keep an eye out for, because that, it does kind of suck. There's Taz on the blue. We have our Skybox Premium, Jon Moxley. So 2 really nice premiums so far with Omega and Moxley. JR, Omega, and Scorpio Sky. Another guy I think has great potential, just not somebody that they've really used to his full potential just yet. And here we go, Isaiah Cassidy. Getting some repeats now, but that'll happen when you have multiple blasters. Kip Sabian on the blue, and Penelope Ford on the blue. Do believe they're married, right? Dr. Britt Baker and Orange Cassidy. First time seeing both of those. So far just 2 retros. Can we get 1 retro out of each box? That would be awesome. Let's see what we can finish up with in these final 2 packs. We have Evil Uno kicking it off. Once again, note the little QC. Issues, Hangman Adam Page. Got Tay Mello. We have an acetate card. Jade Cargill. Platinum. Whoa, that's crazy nice. I mean, it being acetate, everything sticks to it. So unfortunately, there's some nonsense kind of sticking to it because I can't come up with the proper word. But that's really nice. Paul Turner, Wardlow, and Samoa Joe. But the Platinum's actually a decent pull, right? Let's see here. Platinum. I wanted to hopefully find it really quickly, but it's not coming to me. Whatever. Thought maybe I could bring it to you real quick and say if it's anything actually difficult to pull. Regular purple base, retro. Got Palladium. That's not it, right? Is it Palladium? Oh, maybe it's Palladium, not Platinum. I don't know. It's kind of actually hard to read. But if it's Palladium, then that is right here, 1 in 25. So, yeah, not right. Nothing that difficult to pull, but not the easiest of pulls either, I suppose. Tony Nese, the Blade. We have a blue insert. That's cool. Didn't know the inserts could be blue. Technicians. Sammy Guevara. Thunder Rosa. And a purple Matt Sydal. We got Riho and Mark Queen. Or Quine, I believe it is. Purple Matt Sydal. Numbered to 199. Little ding corner. 178 to 199 of 199. Very nice. And maybe not the best name to pull, but at the same time, not bad. So, hey, in my opinion, it's definitely a better product, a better yielding product than the other AEW products that I've opened. It's not easy to get numbered stuff out of the blaster boxes, at least in my short experience with the AEW products that Upper Deck has put out. So, 1 in 3, possibly. That's not so bad. With some kind of purple, I guess probably not. It doesn't really give you... really don't. Maybe it's 1 in 5. Maybe it's really not that hard to pull, but I only ended up getting 1. But regardless, this is definitely a buy if you're an AEW fan, if you're a Metal Universe fan. Definitely. $30 is probably the tops of what I would pay. I'd probably stay away from it if it gets any higher than that. especially with the QC issues. Certainly let me know in the comments down below if you suffer from the same QC issues when you pick it up, if you pick it up. And with that said, I'll get you guys on out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Any and all time that you spend with me. But if you could head down below, hit that little subscribe button, hit the like button if you've enjoyed this opening, and I'll be sure to bring you more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.